Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're talking about tropical cyclone teratai and Invest 93p. Now, sorry I haven't been uploading for 4 days. Because Invest 93p just formed. This storm reformed actually. When I was looking yesterday, this system reformed. So as you guys can see, he is weakening. I think he's intensifying. 93p. That got designated earlier on today, I think, or earlier on yesterday. Now if I show you tropical tidbits, I don't know if tropical tidbits wants to have this forming into a tropical system, but North Atlantic, there won't be any systems out there right now. This does look interesting though down here and here, as you got this high pressure ridge here. We did have a storm that was here. It was impacting the UK, named Barbara. And Barbara was, bringing wind and rain and snow to some parts of England. Now, I don't know if it's snowing or raining, I'm not quite sure. But, yeah. As you can see, GFS doesn't have that forming. Now, by the 17th, yes, we do have a subtropical system that forms somewhere over here. Now, if you keep watching, boom. Now, it's subtropical. The high pressure system which is here is going to be moving up like that, basically. Now, then obviously it's weakening again. But then turns into a massive extratropical system. And then I think we do get another one. Now on the 24th, we do have some here. Now whether it's a subtropical system, not quite sure. Whether it's an extratropical, not quite sure about that. But I'll keep an eye on that for you guys right now. But yeah, HBRF, GFS, Tahia, whatever that system's name is. So as you can see, it's reformed. It's now a tropical cyclone, as you guys can currently see. Now, obviously, it's going to be weakening because obviously it did form over here, became an ex-tropical cyclone here, then got designated here, became a tropical cyclone here again, and obviously it carries on by doing this. It keeps following that straight line. Once it follows that straight line, it takes a turn like that towards the south, and then obviously it does that and does that again. So that kind of like a zigzagging line, guys. So yeah, and then obviously it weakens, and there's nothing really left of the system here by the 18th of November, which is basically 18th of December, which is basically next week. Now, we don't know whether this is going to intensify to a cyclone or not, like a Category 1 hurricane on the Southern System hurricane wind scale. Now, GFS invest 96p. I think this is, this invest 93p. Invest 93p does have the potential of becoming the first major hurricane of the first major cyclone of the 2020 to 2022 season. Now, whether this is going to intensify, no, we're not quite sure, but we do have some kind of a invest in the South Central Pacific. It doesn't form, but it looks interesting. Now, we did have one that was here. But yeah, we have one basically right here where Hawaii is on the 24th of December. Now, the 24th, that's at the 12Z run. 12Z run comes out towards night time, so obviously, guys, I'll be in bed then. Won't be able to do an update on this system because I go to bed early on Christmas Eve, don't I? So, yeah, but anyway, as you can see, you got mostly high pressure, barely any moisture here in the Central Pacific. Like when I say barely, all you got a bit of moisture here, a bit of moisture, a bit of moisture here, tiny bit of moisture there, tiny bit of moisture there. Couple of splotches here, more down here, and then obviously if you look into the Atlantic, I guess the Atlantic kind of does have a bit more than the Central Pacific. So it's got more moisture to work with. Now, whether Invest 93p is going to be a major hurricane. Now, it's an Invest. It's looking really good. It's looking mature. It could form, could rapidly intensify. I'll be covering this on my channel. So, stay alerted for that. So I'll cover the system. But yeah, obviously the convection does go a little bit, and then it has a center relocation towards the south of the system, and obviously it has one again up north, as you can see here, and this is just the open wave. But then it from here to down here again, and now it hasn't changed. All it is just moving due south, maybe a bit westward. Now all it is just moving westward. Now it's moving westward, maybe a bit south than that. So westward, but south. This is when it's at 1001 millibars. This is December the 11th right now. It's December the 8th today. So this is obviously also on the 11th as well, which is this Saturday, guys. I will cover the system for you. Obviously, it does have a little bit of wind shear on it, just a tiny bit of wind shear. Obviously, these are where the strongest winds are and more moisture is. Now, as you can see, guys, you can start to see as it's starting to get more intense. You can see these starting to connect to one another. So that's 1086 millibars. That was virtually half open. It was a few splotches up here, but now you got fully burst of convection here. here, here, here. 977 millibars. This is basically a category 2 right there. Obviously you got a few bits of convection here. And then obviously you only have this bit of convection which is trying to connect up to this bit. And you only got this tiny bit of spots, and everywhere else is just like pure moisture. Apart from that bit at the bottom there. The 971 millibars. See, this is when it's going to be. This is when it's a strong cut 2 right now. Obviously, a bit of convection over here. And then you've got a lot of convection in the center. Now, because it does this, it weakens a bit. It's got more, convection towards the south of the system here than here, because I think a bit of wind shear is coming in. But obviously it closes up afterwards. It becomes a 1962 millibar cyclone, where it's got still a fairly decent convection wrapping around the system right now. More decent convection towards the south there. More decent convection in the centre. And obviously that bit of convection starts to expand. Grabs these bits of convection, sucks and pulls them up towards this bit here. Now 957 is basically when it's overland right now. So it's overland as a category 3, maybe a high end cat 4, we're not quite sure. Low end cat 4, high end cat 3, not quite sure, but hopefully it should. It depends if this is planned out. And obviously it weakens to a bit. Obviously it's got a bit of convection down here, a lot of convection up here. Stays exactly the same strength. Small convection starting to wane down the south there. This convection is starting to wane down here, which is a bad sign for the system, as this bit of convection is starting to pie back in again. As you can see, when this bit of the convection starts to weaken, this bit of convection starts to bubble up, and obviously now this bit's waning. Also, this bit here is waning as well. 964 millibars. 965, obviously. Category 3. 964. That's definitely weakening category 3 right there. Obviously due to some wind shear, which is going to be picking up on the 16th. It's Thursday the 16th, obviously. Yeah, more wind shear, wind shear by the Friday is not looking kind of good, I'm not gonna lie, guys. So, by the 16th, but the Friday, guys, 966, barely any convections around the system right now. You want to got this weak parts here and here. The convection wanes up, is starting to wane up here, and then obviously the convection is gaining up here again when it's waning up here. Obviously due to obviously due to the southwesterly wind shear. 971 millibars. Now the convection's starting to stay there a bit. 971 still, convection is still towards the south of the system. 971, and and boom. So basically, see the pattern here, guys? Look, comes massive, it comes a big, strong ass cyclone. A very big cyclone indeed. You guys in New Caledonia have to watch this system. Right, literally, you guys have to watch this system in New Caledonia due to the threats of heavy rainfall, strong winds, flash floods. So, obviously, weather nerds, weather nerd satellite. So, weather nerd satellite data. Now, obviously, Invest 95W does not look as good as I thought it would be. But obviously, this Southwest Indian Ocean, this Australian one is weakening right now. Obviously, you got Invest 93P, which is kind of looking kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Blowing some good convection, as you guys can see right here. It's got that massive pulse of convection, which is literally pulsing the system. You guys do have to watch it though, because here next week is meant to be a major hurricane. Yes, it's only invested, so it's meant to be a tropical storm, depression storm, 1, 2, 3. You know, but maybe when it's by here, it can be a cat 2, maybe a weak cat 3, at least that. But you know, you can start to see that rotation in a system, which is okay. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see you in the next video. Peace and have a good day.